Hi friend, it's Al here, and I'm here to guide you through a 5-minute yoga practice for everybody. When I say everybody, I mean everybody. The one disclaimer I would say is that if you have any sort of injury or disability that might get in the way of being able to do yoga poses comfortably, definitely check with your doctor before you do any sort of movement. But for most people, this is a yoga practice that I think will work for you. And yes, I said 5 minutes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes. That's all it takes. I'll tell you why it's 5 minutes. I talk to a lot of people who, I'll say, hey, I'm a yoga teacher, and they're like, oh, yoga's not for me. I don't have time to do yoga, or I'm not flexible enough or strong enough to do yoga. I wish that I could do yoga, but it's not my thing. I can't sit through it. There are so many reasons that people say that yoga isn't for them. And I get it. It's scary to sign up for a 60 or 75-minute yoga class if you've never done yoga before, or maybe you just genuinely don't have the time to commit to doing that much yoga on a regular basis. I want to get us out of this mindset that, one, we don't have time to do yoga. Two, you're not flexible enough to do yoga. Three, you're not strong enough to do yoga. The truth is that yoga is for everyone. Yoga is for everybody. And I want to empower you to find shapes on your mat that work for you and work for your body. I know that you can make 5 minutes in your day, whether it's, setting your alarm 5 minutes earlier or carving out 5 minutes before you start getting ready for bed. I'm positive that there are 5 minutes that you can carve out of your day to be with yourself and do a few yoga poses. So I'm going to guide you through this practice. If you feel so inclined to continue along this 5-minute yoga practice journey with me, I have created a free downloadable PDF. I will put the link in the description so that you can check off every day as you go, keep yourself on track to start doing yoga every single day. So depending on how your body is, how you're feeling today, you may or may not need any props for this practice. I'm going to recommend a few that you are welcome to pull out, and different options depending on where you're at and what you have available. So yoga blocks are always a great thing to have if you're new to yoga. If you're an experienced yogi, these are a great tool just for a bunch of different things. Actually, they're helpful for bringing the earth closer to you. So if you are, for the purpose of this practice, somebody who has trouble being on your hands for long periods of time, putting weight into your wrists, then it can be really nice to have these blocks available so that you can lift the floor a little bit when we're on our hands and knees or in our downward dog. So just having that as one option, that's like level 1 variation for hands and knees. Level 2 would be having a bench or a chair, something that's about medium height, somewhere around your waist, and save options for that. So instead of hands and knees, you can just place your hands on a chair. And likewise, when we're in our downward dog, instead of having your hands all the way down on the earth, you can have them lifted a little bit. So this is a great option for downward dog if it's uncomfortable for you to have your hands all the way down on the mat. And then our last option will be putting the hands up against the wall. So you can have your hands up against the wall, again, in your downward dog, just like this, creating sort of an L shape. Or when we're on our hands and knees, you can just press your hands up against the wall like this. So I just wanted to make sure you are aware of those different options before we get started. All right, so without further ado, let's find a comfortable seat. You can either be sitting back on your heels or sitting cross-legged like this. And we're going to take 6 deep breaths here. Ready? Let's go. Big breath in through the nose. Open the mouth, sigh it out. In through the nose. Out through the mouth. In through the nose. Breathe out through the mouth. 3 more. Just starting to notice this long, deep breath. Noticing how it feels a little different than your natural breathing. Just bringing your attention inward. Last exhale right here. With the next breath in, sweep the arms up and overhead. Reach up, look up. Exhale, take your right fingertips down to the mat by your side and extend the left arm over left ear. Big side bend. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, side bend in the opposite direction. Inhale, reach up. Blocks or anything that lifts you off the mat are an option here. Inhale through center. Exhale, side bend. One more time on each side. Inhale through center. And exhale, plant your hands in front of you or on blocks or on a chair, and we'll find our tabletop position. So just taking a couple breaths here to settle, organize shoulders over wrists, hips over knees, and we'll take a cat and cow pose here. Again, 6 breaths. Inhale, drop the belly, lift your head and heart, gaze forward. And exhale, round through the spine, look back between your arms to the tops of the thighs. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze. Exhale to cat, rounding the spine. Go ahead and inhale, drop the belly. If you have your chair, same thing. Exhale, round. Inhale, open. And exhale, round. One more time, wherever you are. Inhale takes us to neutral. As we exhale, curl the toes under, lift the knees and shift the hips up and back to downward dog. So we have those options. We're going to take 6 breaths here. Hands can be in any of those positions. So hands on blocks, hands on a chair, or hands on the wall. Wherever you are, the spine is nice and long. Pressing through the hands to lengthen through the spine. And one more breath here. Widen the feet a little bit, and we'll walk the hands back to find a forward fold. So your stance might be a little bit wider here than it was in your downward dog, wider than hips width distance. And we're just finding release here. So releasing the head and neck. Your fingers can be tented on the mat, they can be flat on the mat, they can be on blocks, they can again be on a chair. Just finding release through your head and neck. Lengthening the hamstrings. Relaxing, gentle stretch right here. One more breath. With the next inhale, slowly roll yourself all the way up to stand. When you get to the top, roll the shoulders back. 1, 2, 3 times. Now take your hands to your heart, and we'll close here standing with 6 long, deep breaths. One more breath. So I think that was about 5 minutes. I ended you standing because I want this to be easy. I want it to be something that you can carry with you into the rest of your day. So if you're doing this in the morning, then great. You're already up. You're feeling good from those quick stretches and you're ready to get your day started. Or if you're going to bed, you have some momentum. So wherever you are, you're standing up. It's not normally how we end a yoga class, but I just want to help you get into the habit of doing this practice every day, of coming back to the mat every single day, even if it's just for 5 minutes, even if it's just going through those 6 poses, those 6 sets of 6 breaths, so that you just have those 5 minutes for you, for yourself, for your self-love, for your self-care, for all that good stuff. So I hope you're willing to follow along with me. I am going to be doing my 5 minutes of yoga every single day. I will post my progress on my Instagram every day, and I'll be back here soon with more 5-minute practices so we can keep rocking out together through the year, forming habits of self-love, self-care, gratitude for our bodies, taking better care of ourselves than we did in 2020. Let's rock into 2021 with good, healthy habits for ourselves. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please go ahead and comment what your goal for 2021 is in terms of self-care. And don't forget to like the video and hit subscribe on my channel. I will see you all again soon. Mwah.